Hello, I'm here to get into Module 2 and do an overview of the first assignment, general form, letters, mailing labels, and directory. So I'm going to click and expand this module. And to date, this is probably going to be the most tedious build that you have to do to date. You're going to be dealing with probably about 5 files. You're going to be creating a directory inside Word, and once you're done with that, it'll automatically create an access file that you can then use with other Word documents, or in this assignment, most certainly we'll have to pull it in and use it with creating an ending table for the data. So I'm going to quickly start as we go into another unit here real quick. I'm going to my directory. I have several files here with my other classes, but I'm finding ACIS. I'm clicking on ACIS, and if you have not created a Module 2 yet, go ahead and do that, okay? I'm going to go into Module 2 here real quick. Okay, as you can see here, I have a folder inside my Module 2. It's called Job Hunting. The ebook gets into telling you to save a folder, create a folder called Job Hunting, where you're going to be creating and save a lot of files. So what we have here, if you haven't created a Module 2 folder, create a Module 2 folder. If you want to quickly go in there and create a Job Hunting, so you pre-doing this, that'll be great. To take a quick peek of some of the files that's in here already, and this is just a finished product, for example, you'll see a lot of these files here, and you see an access file here because Word at a given point in time in the beginning steps of the ebook gets into creating a directory, and like 5 different records, and then these directories are saved, and Word creates this access file and puts it right, and you have to put it right inside this job hunting folder. So realizing if you want to preset that with the job hunting folder, that'll be great. All right, so I am going to flop back to the ACIS website, and again, understand that after creating the folder, I'm going to try to go quickly through a little bit of detail of the assignment. You're going to have Edmodo open. I work with you downloading a file, and it's pretty much the steps of what you have to do to turn this in. So this is going to be one of those bigger assignments that's going to take much of your time to get through this ebook, and it's really a powerful lesson because mail merge is used in our industry. It really is, in terms of trying to push data out and obtain data and generate documents based on a pool of records. Okay, so I'm going to right click on advanced programming, and I'm going to open it up, and you guys very well may have a tab. Okay, I already did a little review. I'm right here in the general forms and mail, and so I'm going to right click and open that tab, ladies and gentlemen, and understand that there's 2 different directions. There's a virtual direction, which we're following. You're not going to print anything. You're going to basically upload, and there's a grade sheet. So I'm going to right click and jump into the grade sheet, which is under the directions, real quick, so I can review with you guys on that. So if I right click and open a new tab, there's going to be 5 documents. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 documents that you eventually will be creating. This is the access file, so that's going to eventually have to be uploaded to. You're going to be creating 4 documents based off this mail merge. Okay, so the first half of it, 33 to page 68, I think is the most important aspects. Is worth 60 points. Then you're creating mailing labels, and you're going to create an envelope. Okay, like you get in the mail an envelope, but it has a printed address on it. Okay, the return address, mailing address, and then you're going to be printing the directory, the directory that's in the access file that you've been working with. Word will then create like a table of this data. Okay, so that's a little bit tedious, but working through that as well. So I'm going to go back over to the website real quick and scroll down. Obviously, you're going to be needing to open up Edmodo. This is a range of pages in the ebook. So let's go ahead and launch the ebook, which I already have a tab open. Right click, open new, and here's the ebook. The ebook is open. I'm going to put that on the back burner and go back to the assignment real quick and open up this mail merge real quick. Okay, and I'm going to guide you in downloading that one more time into that job hunting folder. So if you can right click and open new, and it's going to open up a document such as this. Okay, let's go through the steps to download that. You'll see that get downloaded. Mine has opened up. I'm going to have to click on the enabled button, so it'll come open again. The ebook tells you to open this urban merged letter in templates, but I'm giving it to you. So I want to get this file into the job hunting folder real quick. So I'm going to guide you with the save as. All right, going to browse. With the file being open, and I got documents here. I see it. Notice how I went into the download. I'm going into the documents. I'm going into ACIS. I'm going in Module 2, and then I'm going into job hunting. All right, keeping the file name same right now. Now you have the file in job hunting, and you're ready to proceed on with this. So I'm just going to get back to the website real quick and proceed on with a review. So you got Edmodo, you got the ebook open, and you got the downloaded file. So understand that I have a lot of yellow different directions here, and this is an abundance because this is a powerful program. But these blocks down here are getting to printing. All right, and so I'm really discussing if you were in the classroom directions or virtual directions, because the ebook gets into printing at a given point in time, which you're not. Okay, you're just going to go through the steps and then save the program, and I kind of specify that here. You're going to go through the steps and save the program. All right, so there's two different directions here down below. Here, different directions for in the classroom or virtual. Okay, and I pretty much define that as you see down below. So the first couple halves, I basically, like we've already done, create a folder. Okay, you can then rename on page 364. I'm just helping you out. You're going to rename that urban folder to Clark and his prospective employees. All right, and then you're going to start moving on with trying to do the build. So if I jump over to the ebook, you will, you see the objectives, and you scroll down, and the first half gets into discussing, this mail merge and letters. I'll come down to page 3 and just talk about this real quick. Here's a snapshot of the data that you're going to have to get in. You're going to be using Word in the directory of Word to create this mail merge, and you're going to have to create approximately 5 different records. Okay, upon creating those 5 different records, you'll go through the processing step to try to save these records. And Word, what Word will do, will create an access file for this, which you will very well then get pulled upon and use it for labels, envelopes, and then an ending table as well. But what you can see here, I don't know if you can see it that well in this video, but this is a document of the main document with the placeholders. Okay, and these placeholders will be putting that information, like for example, that person's name in the address box. So it's data, and you can see during runtime, I'm going to call it runtime, when you merge it together, you will see the data of each of the record gets forced in. So we're not really dealing with like 200 records. We're only dealing with 5. Okay, and we're going to be working with these 5 records to eventually mail merge these then. All right, so if I flop back over to the again, the web page, all right, there's going to be an important time where you're going to be saving, okay, these records, okay, into the job hunting, and I'm just specifying that these are important steps when you get doing this. Then you're going to proceed on with steps where you're going to be working with the mail merge letter with these records. Okay, so I would say through page 363. From the start is going to be the main core. From 333 to 363 is the main core of this program when building the records and mail merging with the envelopes. Okay, and then that urban letter you eventually will be renamed to Clark merged letter. So you'll have an urban letter, and then eventually when it's mail merged, you'll have Clark merged letters, which will consist of not just one page, but it'll probably consist of 5 documents. Notice the S on the file name, letters. So it'll be 1-page letter, 2-page letter, 3-page letter, but the letters being the same, just the data in each of the pages will be different. Okay, so I feel these are self-explanatory. If I jump down to page 363 and start looking at some images with you of just for practicality of some of the results windows, and you'll be dealing with a lot of windows here, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of different windows. Here's an example of the final output when it's merged. 1 letter, 2 letter, 3, 4, 5, but it's one file. It's going to be one file with mail merged. This is where where it gets into saving that file. Okay, then you're going to be moving on and dealing with the printing aspects, and so understand virtual, ladies and gentlemen. In this step 7, I'm holding off from you guys printing, okay? Because the ebook actually gets into, this is why this is boxed off here, because the ebook gets into printing here, here, and here, and here. And so I have 2 different directions based on, okay, you're just going to save the file, you're not going to print the file, okay? Long story short. So go back to the ebook. You get down below here, you start making, this is where you hit, what is this page? 271. You start dealing with mailing labels. Mailing labels are very common. Okay, so it's something that you can peel off and put on a envelope. People use labels for folders, envelopes. All right, and you can see you're gonna have to find the proper envelope number in your the label options, but this is an example of what you will be building with the 3rd requirement, which is the envelopes. You then get into dealing with creating an envelope, and here's a snapshot. This is a snapshot of what your file should look like for doing the mailing labels. And you're going to get into an envelope and creating an envelope. So understand that that's taking the data and perhaps maybe learning how to create an envelope, printed envelopes. And this is what's cool is people can put envelopes into the printer, and the envelope prints right on where the return address and mailing address should go. And this is all part of office work and learning this task. Okay, so the final part is what you ran here is in creating a table of all the directories. So I am now going to flop back over to the bottom half of this assignment. You'll see a this is a snapshot of what I feel that once you're done, the file should be in your job hunting folder. These files should then be uploaded to the Dropbox in Canvas. So this is a short overview of this assignment.